I think I speak for all of us when I say this that we've at some point been inspired by Iman Gadzhi and the idea of remote work. But there's no one who's truly dropped the real sauce of how to actually build it from scratch. And I think it's about time that someone did. So here goes. I'm a 22-year-old agency owner, and here's the beginning of a new series. Here's what I would do if I was starting a service-based business in 2026. This also applies to all the freelancers out there. I got you covered. I'm gonna break this series down into 4 or 5 parts because I think this is gonna be pretty long. Okay, getting right into it. Step one would be defining and selecting your niche. Now, this is super important because, this is where you'll be driving all your energy and all your focus at. So, it's extremely important you get this step right nailed down to the T. Now, I always like to structure things and have processes in place so there's as little guesswork involved. And so, I'd spend the first hour either talking to an LLM, like literally talking, voice talking to an LLM and brainstorming, or scrolling aimlessly through YouTube, finding niches that I resonate with or I think I can help the most. Now, I just keep writing down the names, writing down the channels, anything and everything that I have. This is just an hour for collecting a lot of information and placing it in one place. Step two, I would start filtering by a set criteria. A few things I'd consider is the competition, how saturated the market is, the need, if there is really a need in that market or that market is chilling as is. Thirdly, the profit margin. So if they are high income people, they'd be willing to pay more. But if their main source of income is YouTube only, then they may not be willing to pay as much. So these are the 3 criteria that I use. These are pretty general and high level. So feel free to add your specific criterias for yourselves. Now revisit your previous list and using these criteria, give it a score from 1 to 10. 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Now you would have them all ranked in the descending order. So boil it down to the top 5 or 6 niches or spaces. And then from there, just dive a bit deeper. See what you resonate with the most. See where there is the least competition or where you could help the most, where you could bring the most value. And a bonus point would be if you're not in too much of a rush, I'd recommend working on each of these for a few days and seeing how the clients are in the space, how you being able to deliver more value than the others in the space. And at the end of those 4 or 5 days, you would have your answer and your target niche fixed. Having a target niche is super underrated, but it is that one ingredient which would start the recipe of your killer marketing soup. Okay, if you enjoyed this one, feel free to follow to watch parts 2, 3, 4, and 5 because I'm filming myself daily for 90 days.